What up, race fans, drivers, everyone? Welcome back to another MVP Racing League race. This is the fifth race of the season using the RC cars. And just to catch everybody up, the RC cars are just a kind of like the rookie of all rookies. Each one of the drivers are going to take either a NASCAR path or a Formula One path. And the RC cars is where we're going to start all of our drivers. So without further ado, let's go through some changes that have occurred over the last 3 or 4 days. Obviously, we've done our post-fourth game boosts. All of the boosts are in. We have a lot of new team names since we allowed everyone to go ahead and change their team name. We have team owners. So let's go ahead and walk through this. We got Team Hoonigan with the ultra pink car with Captain Burnout as the team owner and Daniel Witzke in the 37 car. We've got Top Gun Racing with Ian Watterson in the 7 car as the team owner, and we have a new racer, number 17, Dominic. Now we have Gunner Motorsport, which is the 2-time winner Wayne Glinsky as the owner in the 31 car, and a new driver in Ethan Blakeway. Our fourth team is the Rainbow Warriors by our buddy Jacob Smith in the 24 car, and we have Jafari Blackwood in the driver 2 slot, making his second race of the season. We've got Algabo Racing. Gabriel Cantalupi in the 10 car is the owner, with Scott Justice, who won the last race in the 19 car. Next, we got Hot Wheels Racing with Christian Lipp in the 97 car. Nice, pretty blue car there. And Morgan Buddha in the 64 in driver number 2 slot. We've got Invisible Elephant with Mark Dudney and AJ Dudney, a father-son tandem. We've got Cobra Kai with Nelly Selly and Ethan Wetmore. We've got BS Racing with the number 3 car and Tim Burkhart and Jack Straw in the number 8. And then we've got Quiet Racing with Cam in the 27 car and Chapman in the 22. So let's just talk a little about some of the changes that have happened. You know, we've introduced our boost, we've introduced team name changes, I've made a number of changes to the website. Now each car has a number. There are a couple of owners and drivers that have not given me their number, so get to me when you can. Right now we have Wayne Glinsky at the top of the points race with 82 points. He's won 2 races. And then we have both racers from Quiet Racing at the 2 and 3 point spot with Cam and Chapman. And then close behind is AJ Dudney, which is amazing. AJ's won a race already, but he missed the first race of the season, and he's already in 4th with Nelly Selly. So pretty tight race at the top. You got Scott Justice, who had really struggled in the 2nd and 3rd races, but came back and won race number 4, snagged the 30 points. And we've got a number of people who have had podium finishes already. There's only a handful of drivers that haven't finished on the podium yet. So I think that's a testament of how competitive the league has been so far. But as you know, the boosts are going to change everything. You know, the more active people are, the more boosts that they're going to get. You know, the owners are going to be able to choose where these boosts go, and then there will be some random boosts that are given out by the league based on league activity. So 2 things to remember: make sure you get your boosts in. Right now we're going to do boosts after every 4th race. That way it allows me to do some races, multiple races a day, without having to try to track all of the owners down to get the boosts in. And then we've got a lot of cool things that are coming. You know, boosts after every 4th race. I'll be changing up the booth system as we develop more and more levels of the league. Right now I'm just using a generic boost system so we can get some races in. But eventually I'm going to modify the boost system to basically allow you to purchase boosts through how many points you've accumulated through races. And then, of course, some extra boosts that are given out for league activity. And when I say league activity, that means people that are posted on the Discord, people that are recruiting, people that are visiting the website. You know, the website really is just mainly for me. It's an organizational tool, but it's also a cool tool for you guys if you want to use it. It's not required, but it is super fun. It's got a beautiful display. Discord serves its purpose with the chat function, but the organizational side of that stuff is the website. And just for all the owners out there, I pinged you all yesterday. You know, we've got Ethan Letterman, who is joining the league, and he's up for bid right now. So it's The bid closes after 24 hours with no bid. And basically all of our teams right now have 2 drivers. Adding that 3rd driver allows you to rotate a driver if you want to. But if you don't want to rotate a driver, then Ethan or whomever you sign after this will play on a different circuit. They'll race on a different circuit, so Ethan will still be getting races in, and they'll be accumulating points, not for this specific season, but they'll be getting points for your overall team, and that will matter when we start doing overall boosts. So let's get into the 4th race. The 4th race is in France. It's going to be a 20-lap race. Of course, it will start out with a qualifier, like all of our races do. Let's get things moving here. Here is the France race right here. It is our 5th race of the season. As you can see on the screen here, I've moved the AI difficulty up to 60, kind of playing around with some things to see what works. We've got 10 laps, but we're going to make that 20 laps. So let's get that all clicked up. We have a 1-lap qualifier, which will start as soon as I hit continue. And just so everybody knows, I know we got some new racers, but I'll cover it every time. Also for visitors, this is the 1-round qualifying lap. Not every driver is on the track at once right now. This is everyone's qualifying superimposed over each other. Instead of us watching 20 qualifying laps, which would take forever, it just superimposes everybody's 1-lap run on top of each other to save us time. And right now we've got Dominic in his first ever qualifier right now. Looks like he's leading. Got Scott Justice up there. We've got Ian Watterson and Jack Straw and Cantalupi all battling. They're coming down the last few curves of this race down on the straightaway. Dominic is going to take the pole on his first ever pole. Congratulations, Dominic. Wow, that is impressive. Our first race. Number 17 car for Top Gun Racing, snagging the pole. Scott Justice is going to be in the 2nd position, Straw in the 3rd, Watterson in the 4th, and Lipa in the 5th, all the way down. Cam finished last, along with Blackwood. Quiet Racing had a tough qualifier here. But let's get this race started. Congratulations again to Dominic and Top Gun Racing for snagging his first pole in his first ever race. Pretty dang cool. So this race will take about 10 minutes. I try to make each race around 10 minutes, so I modify the laps based on how long I think the race is going to take. Dominic is out to a pretty decent sized lead here, half a second over Christian Lipa, and Scott Justice in the 19 car taking over 2nd place right now. Everybody's pretty much bunched up. Just so you know, the green bar above each car is the damage bar. And you'll see damage occur throughout the race when cars bump into each other or cars hit walls. There are pit stops in these races. They generally occur when people are running low on tires or running low on damage, or the rain comes and they need to change some tires. But Dominic's got a pretty good lead, almost a 2nd lead right here over AJ in the 53 car. Let's take a look in the back of the pack here. We got Jafari Blackwood in Rainbow Racing and Nelly Selly and Cam. Now Nelly Selly is in last in the 18 car. Let's take a look up here at Ian Watterson. He's in 4th. Looking good. A lot of cars bunched up, but Watterson's already got some damage on his car, as does AJ. Watterson moving into 3rd here. Nice battle. AJ and Watterson here battling for 2nd and 3rd. Move down to Tim Burkhart in the number 3 with BS Racing. Jack Straw's a couple of cars ahead of him as they're all battling. Blakeway hitting the booster and moving all the way up into 11th there. Nice boost there on that straightaway. Boosts are the turbo attribute in the game. You'll see when the little fuzziness comes up behind each car, like right now with Chapman, he's hitting the boost. That turbo, as he has turbo left. Let's head back up to the top. Dominic getting chased here by AJ. Dominic is still leading, but we've got a battle. AJ trying to get around him and gets around him right there. AJ now leading the race with his father in 3rd place. The Dudneys with a lot of boosts. They've had a lot of success in the 3 races that they've been in. Scott Justice in 4th with Cantalupi of Algabo Racing in 5th. Let's take a look here at Watterson again, chasing Cantalupi. There's going to be some pits coming up here soon. Buddha's already pit. You can see a lot of guys coming into the pit right now. Got some damage going on. They're trying to refresh their cars. Looks like the whole field is basically pitting, taking some time. Lots of banging going on in the pit. But we're back out. AJ now is the leader, with Dominic dropping into second. The top 3 racers are the only racers right now that have not pitted. There is a little bit of rain. We did have some drivers move to the wet tire, but it looks like it might be a little premature because it looks like the sun's going to come back out. And these guys are likely going to be stuck, maybe having to make another change here. Track is a little bit slick. AJ, Dominic, and Mark in the top 3 spots. Let's take a look here at Jack Straw for BS Racing. Coming up on Lipa. Lipa's been struggling, but he's up in 7th right now, so that would be a good finish for him if he finished this way. We're on lap number 7. Number of teams have now pitted twice. Chapman has moved up into 9th. Buddha from last all the way up into 16th right now. Our 2-time winner, Wayne Glinsky, is sitting in 15th. So as you can see, second pit here. Race is almost halfway over. Weather playing a factor in this one. Cantalupi is in 5th, being chased down by Watterson of Top Gun Racing in the 7 car. Quiet Racing is in 11th and 12th right now. Dominic still playing really well right now, still racing really well. His first ever race. AJ's got a big lead here though. Dominic's trying to close in as we reach the 11th lap of the race. Let's take a look down here at Christian Lipa again. Lots of battling going on. Glinsky, Wetmore, Straw, and Lipa battling for that grouping. Chapman's using some turbo, trying to catch up with that group. Chapman sits in 11th right now. Let's take a look at Burnout and see where he is. Burnout is in 15th place. Let's take a look at him as he's out there driving. Burnout right here in the nice fuchsia pink car, chasing down Tim Burkhart. Nice little battle here for 15th and 14th. Quiet Racing still in the 11 and 12 spots, with AJ still in the lead. Buddha has dropped back down on his 3rd pit. He's having a rough go at it today. AJ and Dominic are, well, we got some pitting going on. It looks like we got some rain maybe coming. A lot of the top racers are jumping in, moving into the wet tires, trying to cut down some of that slick on the track. Boy, Jacob Smith just got rammed by Daniel Witzke. Back to the leaders. AJ has over a second lead over Dominic. Scott Justice in 3rd. Cantalupi has moved up into 4th, and Mark Dewey has dropped into the 5th spot. AJ's pulling away here. Looking really good today. Maybe looking for his 2nd victory in the MVP Racing League. Glinsky has moved up to 9th. Don't count him out. Watterson and Mark Dewey battling here for 5th and 6th. Cantalupi using that boost around that turn. Nice turn there by Cantalupi. Alcobo Racing is doing well right now. They're in 3rd and 4th in this. This will be a huge, huge win for those guys in the point standings for the teams. A lot of boost being used here. Trying to jockey for positioning. Tim Burkhart is in 13th. Wetmore is in 7th. Let's take a look at Wetmore here for Cobra Kai Racing. Jack Straw is trying to track him down. That's the battle for 7 and 8 right now. Got a nice battle going on right here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Justice and Dominic. Dominic's dropped to 3rd as Justice has taken over 2nd here, trying to chase down AJ Dubney of Invisible Elephant Speedworks. That's a mouthful, but what a cool name. Lots of cool graphical options for that team. Another thing, as you know, if you visit the website or even the Discord, you'll see that we've added some logos for each one of the teams. We've added some numbers for all the players that have offered up their number so far. Lots of cool things to make the website visually appealing and give us a lot of options for articles and such. So pretty cool, man. Let's check out Mark Dudney here. He's trying to chase down Cantalupi for fourth. The podiums right now are AJ, Justice, and Dominic. Dominic, who won the pole in his first ever start, looking to try to grab a podium in his first ever start. That would be an impressive start to his career. Let's see what happens here. We're on lap 15. Dudney has dropped into 5th. Wetmore is still in 7th. Let's take a look at Cam here. Straw is trying to catch him up. VS Racing versus Quiet Racing right here on these turns. Nice. Cam's going to go ahead and pit. Looks like Cam's going to change his tires. Or maybe just try to... Yep, he's going with soft tires. He wasn't happy with the way his car was handling. The weather has been crazy in this one. Sprinkling, overcast, sunny. Blakeway using some boosts here, trying to get up past Cam. Nice little battle here. Let's head back up to Dudney and see what's going on. Dudney and Cantalupi still battling for the 4-5 spot. Watterson in 6th. Let's take a look at the leader. Up over 2 seconds now is AJ Dudney. The number 53 car is looking really good. Scott Justice is really going to have to pull off a miracle here to catch him. He's cut it down a little bit. But AJ is looking to try to cruise to victory here. Over almost a 2-second lead. Here's the battle for 4th and 5th here as Mark overtakes Cantalupi for 4th. Nice move there by Invisible Elephant. Speedworks, number 5 car, Mark battling. Man, this is a battle right here. These guys are going to try to get on this podium. Nice move by Cantalupi. 18th lap, guys. Heck of a race so far. Blakeway and Burkhardt are battling it out. We've got Justice and Dominic battling it out here for the 2nd place. AJ's coming up on some traffic right here. You've got Buddha in the back of the field. AJ might be slowed up here in the last couple of laps, giving Justice and Dominic a chance to catch him. Let's see. Buddha. Oh, nice move by AJ on the inside. Pushes Buddha out of the way. Coming up on the end of lap number 19, AJ, Justice, Dominic, Mark, and Cantalupi in the top 5 spots. AJ's kind of being slowed down here by Blackwood. Justice is trying to make a move on the last lap. He's really cutting this thing down. He's only a half a second back. He's got to get around Blackwood to make this fair. AJ's using some boost. Here comes Justice. Down the stretch they come. AJ's can Justice take him on the inside? No, nice move by AJ. This is going to be a barn burner right out. Justice taking the inside. He got him. Justice takes the lead, and he's going to win this for his 2nd checkered flag. Unbelievable. What a race. Mark's going to finish in 4th. Cantalupi is in 5th. And here comes Watterson and Straw and Wetmore. What a race. Scott Justice wins his 2nd race in a row, taking AJ over in the last few seconds of this race. AJ ran into some trouble with the end of the race here with Buddha and Blackwood in the back of the pack, kind of slowing the leader down. AJ had a big lead late in this race, but like I said, them's the breaks. Scott Justice from Algabo Racing wins this race, his 2nd finish in the top seat. AJ finishes 2nd in a heartbreaker, and Dominic from Top Gun Racing takes a podium on his first ever race. Top Gun Racing and Ian Watterson have to be happy about this. Their rookie driver in his first race takes number 3 spot, and then Watterson comes in at 6th. So Top Gun Racing grab a lot of points, as does Invisible Elephant Speedworks. A couple of teams really finishing high there. You got Algabo finishing in the 1 and 7. You've got Invisible Elephant finishing in the 2 and the 4. And you've got Top Gun Racing finishing in the 3 and the 6. Man, what a race. Lipa moves up the field a bit, finishes 9th. That's got to be good for Hot Wheels Racing. Let's look at the bottom of the field here. Glenski, our two-time winner, finishes 11th, still grabbing some decent points for Gunner Motorsports, as does Blake Way in the 14th. Jafari Blackwood from the Rainbow Warriors finishes last. Jacob Smith and the Rainbow Warriors cannot be happy with this outcome. Not a good race for their team, nor a good race for Team Hoonigan, as Burnout and Witzke finished 16th and 18th. But man, oh man, what a race. The French race was a barn burner. Again, congratulations to Scott Justice. Congratulations to Dominic, who finishes again in the 3rd spot on his top race. He actually won the pole, guys. I mean, Dominic of Top Gun Racing won the pole in his first race and snagged his first podium finish. Man, that's pretty dang cool. That just shows you how competitive this league is going to be and how each track is going to force the drivers to do something different. So you've got drivers that are focused on grip or acceleration and speed and turbo, but these tracks are going to cause these drivers to kind of separate based on what their categories are. Some of these tight spots, grip's going to be pretty dang important, and then the ones with the straightaways, it's going to be speed. Speed is super important in racing, as everybody knows, but these races, man, they're going to be crazy. We've got 15 races. We're through 5, so we're through 1/3 of the races. I will do likely another race or 2 today, as I've got family out of town, which gives me an opportunity to knock a couple of races out. But I'm going to sign off, guys. We're 20 minutes into this. The first 5 or 6 minutes was us chit-chatting about the league, and then we'll wrap this up. And I appreciate everybody who's been in this league. If you know anybody that wants to be in this league, make sure you send them the invite to the Discord. We've got a lot of cool things coming in this league, man. The beautiful thing about this league is it's so dang easy to run. It allows me to do a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to normally do with a league and still not have to invest a whole lot of time. Like, this is a race. Normally our races are going to be 10 to 15 minutes. This one's running a little long because I was kind of introducing the teams. But 15 minutes twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. I can run this whole league in less than an hour a week. So pretty excited about that. Signing off. We'll see you in the next race. And again, thank you guys for everything, and thank you for your participation in the MVP Racing League.